let's take a look at my social network API. So we're going to start. Now that we are running, let's take a look at Insomnia. So first, let's do our GET request right here. We can see all of our users. Right now we have a user named Jerry. We've got The Rock. We've also got Triple H. I've already added a little bit here. We've got Thought. This looks like The Rock told Triple H, ask, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Triple H reacted to that. Haha. You can see that we're counting the reactions right here. And currently we don't have any friends set up or anything like that. So total of 3 users. This is where we're at. So first, let's post a new user. What should our new user be? Let's go. Here we go. We got Kurt Angle integrity@gmail.com. Let's post that. So here's our new user. We've got Kurt Angle, and now if we take a look, Kurt Angle's been added right there to our database, and we should be able to search Kurt specifically. Let's get him right here. I'm getting a specific user, and there we go. Currently, he has no thoughts. He has no friends. He is on his own. We should also be able to delete Kurt. So let's take that. Let's remove him from our database right here. So our delete route says user successfully deleted. If we go to get all users, he now no longer appears. No, our total number of users is back to 3. And if we go get a specific user, he doesn't show up anymore. So awesome. Let's put him back in our database though, because I kind of liked him there. And let's update him. Let's update Kurt. So let's go right here. And let's say old username Kurt Angle has changed his email to broken neck. Hey, see, he broke his neck in the 96 Olympics. Anyways, brokenneck@gmail.com. Kurt Angle. No user with this ID. Oh, sorry, we changed our ID, didn't we? When we reposted him. When we reposted him, he got a new ID. Of course he did. He was new to the database. So let's go back to that. If we should be able to get a specific user of Kurt Angle now with this ID. There he is with that original integrity email. And if we update in our route, there we go. Kurt Angle has been added. Awesome. Let's create some friends. All right, Kurt needs a friend. So our user, I'm going to put Kurt Angle's URL right here. Bloop. And let's go see who should he be friends with. He's going to be friends with The Rock, right? So I'm going to get The Rock's ID, and I'm going to put that in our URL as well. So I'm posting right here, Kurt Angle's ID / friends with The Rock. Okay, so now if we go get all users, we see down here that Kurt Angle now has a friend. His friend is The Rock. He now has a friend count of 1. And we can do it the other way as well. So we can take The Rock's URL or ID. We can go get Kurt Angle's ID again. And we can make, not only is Kurt friends with The Rock, but The Rock is friends with Kurt Angle. And this kind of makes sense. So we're going to do it both ways here. Now if we get all users, we can see that The Rock has a friend of Kurt Angle who has a friend that's The Rock. They both have 1 friend. We, of course, can also delete this. So if we take that same URL that we just dealt with, paste it in here, we should be able to send that. And we've now just deleted that. So if we look at all of our users, The Rock no longer is friends with Kurt Angle, but if we go down here, Kurt Angle's still friends with The Rock, and we can do those IDs in the opposite order as well. All right, now let's look at our thoughts. So right now there's only 1 thought. The Rock has told Triple H, can you smell what I'm cooking? and the Triple H reacted. So here's our thought text from the username The Rock and the ID of our our thought. So let's post a new one. Let's see. Here is, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Let's see. Let's say, what is Kurt Angle gonna say? He's gonna talk to The Rock. Let's go get The Rock's ID. Paste that right here. So username Kurt Angle. User ID is this right here. This is the user ID that we are that we're thinking about. And he's gonna say, I won a gold medal. Why is he thinking that to The Rock? And I think you can't. All right. Anyways, he has this thought. So let's post it. Boom. So now if we go get all of our users, it'll show up here. So The Rock, there's a thought from username Kurt Angle. I won a gold medal, and I think you can't. And if we go get all of our thoughts, we can see that right there. Kurt Angle made that thought. Now what's cool is if we delete this, if we take, not just delete this, but if we delete this this user. So let's go back to all users. Let's get Kurt Angle. And if I delete this user right here, if I delete Kurt Angle, user successfully deleted, and now I go to all thoughts, his thought has also gone away. So there's our bonus right there. So that's one way we can delete a thought. The other way, I should probably add a new thought. Let's make another thought about Kurt Angle. This time it will be from user Jerry, who's in the system. And Jerry's gonna say, I love you. No, here we go. I'm in love with you. That's a good thought. Okay. So Jerry made this comment. Oh, lots of routes. I'm sorry. Thanks for hanging in with me. Here's Jerry's thought. Now we can delete this thought pretty quickly here. We can take the ID of that thought. We can delete that specific thought, go to our delete route, and boom, thought deleted. If we get all thoughts, there it is. It's gone. We can also take this very specific thought right here, and I can go to my specific thought route, and I can search by that thought ID, and there we can see that specific thought turns up. And we can even update the specific thought. So let's take that same thought right there where The Rock was talking to Triple H, and he originally said, if I go to it, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And he spelled it right and stuff. And if he just wants to be cheeky and change that, can you smell what I'm cooking? There, we can update that. And if we now go look at all of our thoughts, there we go. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking with the question marks? So finally, reactions. Let's look at reacting. So right now, the one thought we have has been reacted to by Triple H. But what if Jerry wants to react to this thought? So here's our user Jerry, and what is his reaction? He's just going to react with a heart. Okay, cool. Let's make sure. I believe that is already our ID. Yes, it was. So now we have another reaction. Reaction count is up to 2. And Jerry has also reacted to this thought. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And of course, we can delete that thought as quickly as we made it. So let's take that ID, reaction to a specific thought. The reaction ID is right here. Right, is that, nope, sorry. Yes, that was it. And what was our original, we need that thought ID as well. Sorry, that was from the previous iteration. There we go. Let's grab that thought ID. Let's put it in our URL. And let's run that route. And now it should have been deleted. So let's go look at all of our thoughts. Let's try that again. Get all thoughts. So here is our thought ID. Paste. Oh, that's different. And let's try to run that again. Oh. Reaction ID. Delete. All right, there we go. Sorry, just had to get my IDs correct. So right here in the route, we had the thought ID. Right here in the reaction, we had the reaction ID. Final thing I want to point out, look at the formatting on that date. That is the part of this challenge that took me the longest. So thank you so much for bearing with me. I hope that was as beautiful as I wanted it to be.